I was going to put modified landing gear on the Formosa, but I think I'm going to put the stock one just so everybody can see. Remember, here's my wing. I have my control horns glued in place. After I do the wheels here, we're going to do the wiring of the servos and stuff. So I got these two black pieces from the kit. They're landing gear wire, and these are the stock wheels. Well, I happen to have some GWS foam wheels. I'll open them up. They're just quieter on landing, and they're about the same weight. They're very light. If you want, I've rounded them. You can round them off so they look more like real tires. But for today, we're just going to put them like this. So I put a, remember, I didn't use this wheel. I put a nice rubber wheel on the back. We have to finish gluing that on too tonight. So I'm going to put these on instead of these on the front. So I've got spare landing gear. Now, I always make sure you can trim the plastic off these pieces. They're nice, they fit good. Well, we got the pieces here. Now, I'm going to take these wires that are bent. Two bends at one end and one at the other end. So we know they go in these holders like this and like this. And in the kit, you have these little silver screws. They're the ones we're going to use to put in here to hold these wires in place. And before you put this in the wing and stuff, I recommend we put this together now. Put these two screws in. This holds the wire landing gear into these plastic pieces. I'll put one more on the other side, and then I'll do the other side. When you screw these in like this, if you break either side, you break a wire or you break the plastic from a hard landing. If you have pieces in other kits, you can always put new wire or new pieces in. Now, I have those pieces screwed on. Now, when we fit the tires, they go over too far. There's lots of room here. We want them to sit somewhere in the center there, or even out there a little further. So, we're going to take that tube that we'd cut off from the elevator and aileron. We're going to put it on here and measure how far we want the tire out. We want it out about there. So that's how long I'm going to cut that piece. To cut it, I'm just going to put it here, roll it under a nice sharp X-Acto knife, and it cut and jumped into the bowl. Oh. I'm going to cut one for the other side too, so I know we need two of them. Okay. Now I know from previous experience we'll set these on, set the tire on, and then we'll set a joiner on. Now we'll glue these joints in place. Put a little bit of glue on there. They'll set up. I'll be able to let those dry for a bit. Now I've put a lot of these little plastic tire clips on that they have with. And I recommend you leave them on here for now. You take your tire, put the wire into one of them, the desktop, have that hold it, and push. Okay? That's on really good. So you just take it, and you cut it off. Oh, we have a tire on there. It's locked on. So here we'll do this again. We put the tire on. Got this on the desk. We're going to put the wire into the little plastic piece. Oops, I missed. Push hard, and it should go in. There, and then just cut it off here. That's the easiest way I found to mount those. So there. Now we have tires mounted. Now, these only go in one way. You see in the wing here. You see in the wing, this piece has bits. Only the one way. And both these will go in just like this. Oops. And this one will go on this side. We're going to use epoxy and we're going to glue these in place. Okay? At the same time we glue those in place, we're going to come over here. Remember we had the tail section? We left this little piece here, the black piece, not glued in, so now we're going to glue it in place in the center here. You push it down, it actually fits in there nice and tight. So you get glued there. So it'll be like a third support point for the rudder and our steerable tail wheel. So I'm going to mix some epoxy, get these parts glued in. The epoxy mixed nice. Now I'm going to apply some to these edges in here. Now my first kits, I used their GWS glue in here and my landing gears came out. So I really highly recommend epoxy in this point. And use a little bit, don't go too sparing with it. Remember we got to do those. Now, just to make sure they're going to stick good, I want to do this tail first. So, put a little bit in the tail there. Push this piece in place. There. That was really nice. See? Epoxy will set. That should be a good one. Make sure that the epoxy's covered it nice. Because again, this is one of those stress points. I want it to be a little bit strong. Now, what's left of my epoxy here, I'm going to put on the inside of these things and on their edges, so that wherever they're going to touch, let's hope they glue in there really good. Lots of epoxy everywhere. Remember, these are only going one direction. In. Okay. So I got my two landing gears in now. They're epoxied in the wing spots where they were meant to be. Okay. That one and that one. Now I'm just going to set this here, let the epoxy dry. We'll be back.